Hey everybody. Hopefully y'all hear this. We're doing another live. Why not, huh? Let me see. I can try to get my little settings all kind of worked out here. Oh, does it not? Do I look like dog shit? Am I even streaming? Can you see me? Hello? Well, crap. Can you hear me at least? Hang on. Let me and obviously my webcam, what you can see me on right now is just a the computer cam. It's probably going to have bad quality. What about the drawing surface? Can you see that, Curly? Just trying to make sure everything is going right, because Lord knows that would suck otherwise. Let me see what I look like here. Trying to make sure everything is going right, because Lord knows that would suck otherwise. Let's see. What I look like here. Let's see. Trying to do my best here. Oh, the fun of doing live streams, right? Trying to do my best here. Let's see. I'm gonna hang on 1 second. I'm gonna message the old wife, see if she's watching too. Hopefully, we can get this all sorted out eventually. I'm just double checking a few things here, trying to jump on my own stream, see if I can see myself. Hopefully, I do. Double checking a few things here, trying to jump on my own stream, see if I can see myself. Oh God, the delay. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna have to try my best here. All right. And eventually, I'll figure out all this crap. I want to eventually get a new camera so I can have something that's a little nicer. Um, this guy right here, this is my iPhone, so obviously it's good quality, but it's not the best. Anyways, guys, if you're on here, say hi. I'd love to hear you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to holler. Don't know if anything will come up, but I'm going to go ahead and try to start doing some drawing because, well, that's what you guys are here to watch, right? Um, so I found this cool little app called Creo, and it's just a drawing prompt app. I don't know how well it works, but I thought it would be kind of fun to play with it. Um, let's see here. Let me get it up. I'll show you what we've got here. So this is the app. Sorry, see if y'all can see a little better, but we're just going to hit 3 randoms, see what we get. A goose. Let's change that one up. And let's change it again. So 3 drawing prompts. Goose, Jim, prehistory. Or should we try again? We'll do a reroll. That one. Locust, rain, and another planet. That's a little. Sure, I don't know. This might be a little harder than I thought. So, locust, rain, and sand. I could see a sand and locust, but let's try this. So, all right, locust, rain, and sand. Jesus Christ, I need to hook my boom up to something a little more stable. Every time I move this thing, you get the shakes. Feels like a damn earthquake. And this thing isn't floor mounted because, you know. Anyways, yeah, no, I think it'd be a fun one. Locust, rain, and sand. Let's see what we can do here. Um, Locust's usually just a big old grasshopper. So I'm going to try to find some reference just so I have something to work with. And yeah, like I thought, just a big old grasshopper. So let's try that. Let's see what we can do here. And I'm using, let's see, what is this? Just a Strathmore tone tan paper. I also have a Jelly Roll white and a ballpoint pen. I think that's all we're going to work with today on this. And let's add another little fun bit to it. I'm going to find a timer real quick. Nope, I don't want that. I want an actual timer. Where is my timer? I swear I had one on here. Nope. I guess not. So what we're going to do is we're going to do these about 5 minutes a pop. So let's see if I can find some kind of a stopwatch or some sort of timer for me. The ADHD is kicking in really hard. Also, I want to say, you guys, y'all got me to 1,000 subs last week. Like, I literally watched my subscriptions grow up to about 1,000 just in the past week. If you guys are here and you're watching this and you're new, thank you. I can't express how cool it is that you guys are actually digging me sitting around here putzing around on a drawing table and screaming into the void about art. I mean, it's such a cool feeling. So, again, I can't say thank you enough. I'll have a video on Friday talking about that. So, or at least talking about something. um, anyways, I don't have a timer. So, we're just going to have to look. 4:10. Yeah, 4:10 Central Time. I'm in Oklahoma. We'll give it about till 4:15. See what we can come up with in 5 minutes. So locust, rain, and sand. I like the idea of maybe having him busting up out of the sand. And yeah, I know I should have actually just taken the first one, but that's the nature of the challenge. But I also feel like sometimes certain things, especially on the fly, are just hard to work. So yeah, I cheated a little bit. Hey, Hive Queen, how's it going? We're drawing a locust. You guys are kind of gnarly looking. I like it. If you're wondering, yes, I am stimming pretty hard. That probably makes the table shake, so I apologize for that. I'm excited and nervous. And believe you me, if I could not do that, I would in a heartbeat because it gets annoying. I'm sure watching that screen shake while I'm sitting here. Hey, BS, how's it going? Anybody else in here drawing right now? Oh man, I am. Gave myself 5 minutes and got lost in the sauce on the details, didn't I? Awesome. Hey, Rum Bunny, how you doing? Oh, we got about a minute. Let's try to get a little bit more details in. Oh, that's always the fun part of debating. What tablet are you using, Curly? Oh, there we go. Let's And we're giving ourselves 5 minutes. It's almost 4:15 right now. I'm watching the clock. So I want to get something at least sort of presentable, but if we don't, we don't, right? And that's 4:15. We're done. So there is our locust, rain, and sand. Doesn't look like absolute garbage, but it works. Give me about another 30 minutes, and that would have been a fun little painting. All right, so that's number one. Not bad for 5. So let's see. I'm gonna hit here again. Sorry, the quality on this is horrible in the light, but let's do a reroll. See what we get. Storm, Sunset, Sulfur. That's a little too abstract. Let's try something else. Utopia, Shovel, and Tom from Tom and Jerry. What do y'all think? I think I need to go with it. That just seems like a weird, kind of fun one. Just don't know how I'm going to get the utopian elements in. I don't know. Wait, it's 4:16, so 4:20 we stop. Well, no, that's 4 minutes, so 4:21. We'll do that. That sound cool? And be on the lookout Friday. I'm going to have another more of my talking head kind of thing coming up. And before I even get drawn, let's find a good reference of Tom from Tom and Jerry. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right. I'd say keep going on the rabbit, Curly. It was looking really cool in the Discord. And I'm just dropping everything, guys. I have my little mini sketch pad. This is what I keep just kind of floating around. This is what I carry whenever I'm just to keep myself from doom scrolling on my phone. As you can tell, it fits really good in a pocket. I love it. And literally, it's all junk. Everything in here is just absolute junk. It's basically my brain vomit. This is the new one. As you can tell, things are starting to fall out of it. But, you know, I'd rather have this in my pocket than a phone, you know? Um, don't mind the lighter. I'm a smoker. Sorry, guys. In fact, I'm fighting the urge to go have one right now, but I'd rather draw for you guys than go smoke a cigarette because smoking is what? Bad for you, kids. All right, so let's see. It's 4:18. I don't know if I want to ramble on for another 2 minutes or so, but I can definitely sit around and goof off for even longer. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. It's 4:19. That gives us 4:20, 4:21, 4:22. Give myself about 5 minutes there. All right. Give him that sullen kind of. Yeah, I really like that. I always loved his face when they made him all sulky and pissed. And one neat thing about cartoon characters is they all look like beans. I forgot to write that down. That gives me more time, right? I don't know. I'm just. Do I usually work in silence? Yeah. Either that or I have just random TV going. But since I'm on YouTube, I don't want to piss off the algorithm gods. So I don't have anything really moving right now. And I was just kind of feeling the silence. I love my child to death, but I've been around a hyperactive 6-year old all morning, so I'm enjoying the silence. I was incredibly overstimulated all morning. I promise I'll have noise on next time. I think I've already run out of time on this one. Plus, I live next to a pretty busy thoroughfare, so I kind of enjoy all hearing all the cars and all of that. Whenever I'm in the studio by myself, not filming, I keep the door open so I can hear all the birds and all of that stuff. I'm gonna cheat. We're fighting a clock here, guys, which I think I've already lost. No, I'm renting in my studio right now, but that's okay. Which this is my art studio. This is attached to my house. My tattoo studio I work at is Geek Inc. in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. All right, I spent more time on it than I should have, but they're Utopia Shovel and Tom from Tom and Jerry. So that's 2 down. And we're at about 30 minutes already. So I am wasting a whole bunch of time here, guys. But let's go ahead. I don't know. What do you think? Do 1, 2 more? You guys tell me. I'm not sure. I'm kind of playing around right now and just having fun. If anybody has any idea, what do you think? 2, 3, 4, 12? I don't want to do 12. Please don't make me do 12. I really don't want to do 12. That was a little far fetched. Just having fun. All right. So I think we'll do one more, guys. We're already at about 30 minutes, and I know a lot of that was wasted time. 1 billion? No! Not at all. Oof. I don't think. You guys want to watch me die on stream, don't you? No. All right, let's see. Oh, crap. Wow, I got really loud and overexcited for that, didn't I? Lion, slime, devil. I hate drawing lions. I don't like any of those. Let's see. Fireplace, goose, and a tribune. I don't even know what the hell a tribune is. Change that up. No, I don't want to. A goose and a temple fireplace. That sounds fun, right? Oh, there we go. I'm about to make a huge mess. What? Why are y'all guys not trying to stop me from making these messes? All right. Okay, my inner ADHD watching the shake. That was fun. All right. And yeah, I know I keep re-rolling, but you know what? I'm doing it. You guys can call me out on it later. I'm just having fun. And by the way, let me find the name of this thing again. It's called Creo, Creo. If you're ever at a loss for stuff to draw, man, seems like it's kind of fun giving yourself little prompts. Why not? You know, anything to kind of loosen the old limbs up. Have I ever done any animation? No, I don't have the patience. Um, very similar to comics. I get really overclocked if I have to draw the same thing over and over and over and over again. I end up going insane. Now, animation is a big influence on me. I'm a huge fan of old, like old Warner Brothers, old Disney, that sort of thing. Um, but as far as actually doing animation, no. I was an illustrator for about 2 seconds before I fell into tattooing. No, my absolute hats off to those animators because boy, oh boy, that would drive me insane. All right, so a fireplace, a goose, and a temple. Let's see. How about a temple fireplace? That sounds fun, right? You know, a lot of times with experience, the only way you can get experience is just by doing it. Um, I didn't have any experience doing YouTube. I just said, to hell with it. I'm uh I'm mainly oh, yeah, no, I absolutely love comics. Or what school are you at? My what I do outside of tattooing, really I draw a lot. I draw, I read. I have an amazing little kid. My son, he's awesome. So I sit around to play with him, hang out with my wife. I just started painting minis, but trust me, you guys don't want to see any of those. Um, but yeah, no, for so long, my life was wrapped around tattooing. Um, it was the medium, and I didn't feel comfortable mastering it. So I kept on, kept on, kept on. I had no hobbies for probably 20 years. And I just finally decided to open up and do things outside of art or tattoos. I was a very, very boring person for a very, very long time. Let's see. But I do enjoy reading. I collect a lot of toys. I'm a huge Transformers fan. Like even, I think it's that arm. I don't know if y'all can see it. Here, we'll put it under there. Yeah, there's that guy, and then there's my Decepticon symbol. Right now, Curly, I'm just grabbing. If I can talk. I'm just grabbing minis at the local store. I've got some GW minis, but man, right now I don't feel comfortable even touching them. Oh, dude, I'd love to have gone to SCAD. Congratulations on graduating. And trust me, tattooing isn't all it's mixed up to be, but it's a good job if you can get it. I enjoy it. It allowed me to make art for 25 years. Ooh, I've got a little lag, I think. But yeah, no, I did. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed tattooing. Are you on my Discord, Rum Bunny? Because I would definitely love to pick your brain about some. Ooh, that's not quite the goose nose. There we go. Oh well, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the drawing. It's absolute garbage, but it's my garbage. Thank you so much, Social. Hope you guys are really enjoying it. Feel free to give me a follow, and like I said, I've got a Discord where we just generally talk about art, but also talk about other crap. Um, I'm just really glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun drawing. This has been a lot of fun. I think we're going to do this a little more often. And I think we're going to make this a Canada Goose. Why not? Just doing really quick, simple sketches today. Nothing too fancy. This is just super quick drawing, guys. I was giving myself 5 minutes, but I totally, totally forgot when I started. So Now I'm just drawing because why not? I said I'd give y'all one last. Yeah, I don't know why people are so out of. Yeah, when I was a kid, I had a goose just run me down like a dog. I was my parents they had my dad had a cousin that lived out in the Ozarks, and I mean it was like a primitive cabin, and he had goats and ducks and chickens and all of that stuff, and I think they had one old goose that man I was I was little, and of course I probably tried to instigate a lot of it, but man, that goose was just mean. I remember as soon as I got out of the car, that damn goose would chase me into the house. And I have no idea why, except for the fact that I probably threw rocks at it because I was, a dumb kid. But yeah, that was a fun time when I was a kid going out and visiting my cousins. God, the southern in me's coming out, guys. Sorry. Um, but yeah, visiting my cousins or my dad's cousins out there. It was when I say primitive, they had no water, no electricity. It was out in the middle of a holler in the Ozarks. You felt like you were in, you know, the 1800s almost. This was also back in the day before the internet and all of that. So we had to make do with yeah, chickens are just dumb. Never had any problems with the chickens though. I think that was weird, but that's just me. Granted, I also just ran from the damn geese all the time. But they had a really cool goat over there. Like it was a little baby goat, and I would go and hang out with her while mom and dad were helping my cousins out. And yeah, I remember I don't know, it was a particularly harsh winter and we were out there visiting for Christmas and yeah, the goat wasn't there anymore. They said something about, it ran off. It didn't run off, guys. Do I use the rotation function? You mean like the digital rotation? Yes, all the time. Um, it constantly trying to find the right angle of attack. These guys, I'm gonna move constantly. I've been known to go upside down. Um, Now, as far as the desk tablets, I don't have one. I have an iPad. I draw on it primarily if I'm gonna draw digitally. Um, just because. As far as using a big tablet, yeah, no, I use the rotation function all the time. Um, in fact, I think the last time I had a desktop tablet, I had that set up as a hotkey so I could move things around. Granted, that was 10 years ago. But no, seriously, I rotate a lot just because it makes. Yeah, no, that's why I had to have everything set up where I could just physically move it. Let's see. I'm going to make this. Oops. Speaking of my iPad, let's see. What were my fireplace goose temple? It didn't say what kind of temple, did it? So we'll make a little goose shrine. Welcome to the Church of the Goose. Maybe it's a silly goose. God, that was really lame. I'm sorry. Shoot, I want a fireplace too. I figure since this is probably my last drawing, I'm going to go a little all out on it. Why not, right? I wouldn't even know what a goose shrine in Canada would look like. This is so much more fun when people are actually talking to me. Otherwise, I feel kind of lame. All right, we're going to just hint at some bricks just to kind of have something. And since this is the last one, I'm going to get a little fancier. Why not, right? Oh, come on. Oh no, we'll use you. You're better. You know, to be honest, I don't mind live streaming. I'm just kind of still getting used to it all. And I'm trying to do this to get rid of my hermit like nature. Because I am antisocial by nature. And being antisocial means I don't talk to a lot of people outside of tattooing. You know, I don't get a chance to talk to a lot of artists. You know, to be honest, with pens, a lot of that is just learning how to commit. Buy these, they're cheap, and you can do a lot with a ballpoint pen. Um, and honestly, it forces you to be loose, at least until it's time to not be loose. And that's what I love about ballpoints is you can sketch with a ballpoint pen, and it still kind of gives it a you can still go a little bit lighter until it's time to darken things up. If you ever want to, if you ever want, I can try to make some videos about ballpoint. I don't do a lot of tutorials on my channel though. Maybe I should. I'll probably end up sometime here in the future doing a full video on how to design tattoos, specifically geared towards artists, not necessarily tattooers, and it won't be teaching you how to tattoo. But if you guys are interested in that, please let me know. Because I can do a lot with tattoo content. It's just there's so many tattooers out there that I'd just be adding to that. And granted, there's a lot of artists out there too, but I've always identified more with the artsy weirdos than I have tattooers. Probably sounds dumb, I don't know. Well, I will clean that brush up later. By the way, guys, if you ever want just throwaway brushes, just go grab the Walmart ones. They're going to give you just as good as going and buying expensive brushes, in my opinion. Yeah, there's my camera. In my opinion. But I also don't use a lot of brushes outside of just pen and ink work. But that was a long-winded reply there, social alien, to say thank you. I will probably do some more ballpoint content just because I have a lot of fun playing with it. Because you can do a lot with ballpoint. To be perfectly honest, the tattoo thing, I walked into a tattoo shop to ask for an apprenticeship without a single tattoo. Um, I didn't have a single tattoo on me. Now, obviously, I've got a few since, but I will say you do want to have tattoos if you do tattoos. But yeah, no, you don't have to have tattoos to get into it. And trust me, you'll end up with some. Congratulations, welcome to it. Yeah, no, it's funny. I walked into a tattoo shop and my mentor, the guy who taught me how to tattoo, the guy I apprenticed under, wonderful human being. I appreciate everything he did to get me in the industry. He kind of laughed at me for not having any, but I showed him my portfolio. I showed him I was willing to go in and do all the horrible drudge work, and he kept me around. And yeah, no, I'm using white. That's the whole reason I went ahead and pulled out tan paper, was to allow me to use white. Because boy, oh boy, do I think it's cool when you can get some highlights and some values. You know, it's funny. I was 24 when I got my first tattoo. Made it all the way through the military. Didn't even bother getting one while I was in. Now I'm not covered. I've got a few though. I have a weird standing rule. I don't get tattooed by people I don't really know, so it takes me a while, and I'm real picky. I have to either really know somebody, really respect them, or be friends with them, kind of thing. And even then, I don't care if it's garbage. It's my tattoo, and if I love the person, it doesn't matter. I will probably end up getting my wife and my kid to tattoo me one day. Which, no, they're not tattooers. Oh, thanks, Curly. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Just trying to use the fireplace and the window as light sources. And we're not doing too fancy on the rendering. This was just a random cheeseball prompt, but I'm having fun with it. And in the end, that that is all that matters, is that you have fun. Come on, guys, art should be fun, right? You know, the thing is, though, Curly, how long have you been drawing? Because I'm I turned 50 last month. I draw every day. I draw fast because I'm used to drawing fast. Doesn't matter whether you're fast or slow on it, it matters whether you're enjoying it. Thanks, I'd never thought of that. I was just looking for bright sunlight, but yeah, no, I like that idea, especially now that it we got that fireplace really going. And you know that's fine. Not being consistent, that's part of trying to live your life, man. I keep saying how increasingly lucky I am to do what I do for a living because it makes me draw every day. Not everybody gets that opportunity. Believe me, before I started doing this, I tried to draw every day, but I was lucky if I got, you know, 10, 15 minutes in every week. And, you know, again, I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. I'm not the best artist in the world, but if you quit looking at it as something to do and more as a problem that you need to solve, that helps. Or that helped me. Um, you know, because that's all art is creative problem solving. Honestly, I don't think it's that as much because, man, this world will drag you down. I remember there were days when I had ample opportunity, ample time. There's even days now where I have to tell myself, hey, it's okay to not go in and draw, or it's okay not to spend your whole day behind a sketchbook or behind a drawing table. I have to give myself permission to slow down because if not, I will drive myself insane constantly working. You know, that's something you know that my wife has gotten on to me about is being a workaholic. I think this guy's shaped up to be a really fun one. Wow, we're coming up on an hour. I can't believe I've taken this long. But speaking of hours and timers and all of that, I'm going to probably take off when I get done with this. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, though. But I am getting kind of hungry, and I think I want to go get some food. And if you liked what I'm doing, if you're new here, which I saw a couple of y'all are, if you're new, man, subscribe and join the channel. There is a Discord in my channel description. Go ahead and join it. I'm gonna try to keep my streams at about an hour. I don't want to go much longer than that because I will end up doing it all day. If I stream, I'm going to try to stream on Mondays or Tuesdays, depending on how my days are working. I got lucky, and today my one of my appointments in for tattooing, they weren't able to make it, so I was like, I'm going to sit here and stream. I had to drop a video Tuesday, and my words are hard. My my schedule yesterday just got really hectic, so I didn't get a chance to film it. But I'm gonna try to stream at least once a week. If I do, it'll be on a Monday or a Sunday. On occasional, I'll probably do a Tuesday for poops and giggles. But I'm actually kind of enjoying this. And Alien, please try to watch me make more art. Make your own art, though. Always make your own art. It's much more fun than watching people. um, anyways, guys, I hate to cut this short, but like I said, we're getting close to an hour now. If you like it, man, go ahead and subscribe. Click the alerts. I'm gonna try to start going live more often. Like I said, I enjoy this. This was a fun process, and I'll probably start doing more of these because I'm kind of digging this fun little, just doodle and sketch thing. Um, But yeah, if y'all have any questions, please don't hesitate. Go onto the Discord. Come talk to me there. And anybody who's new here, share your art with me. I want to see it. And if you have pets, my wife wants to see those. Anyways, I'm going to get off of here. As always, embrace the suck. Get out there, make bad art for yourself, make bad art for other people, and try to be kind and try to be good to people. It's much more rewarding than being a dick. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking with y'all more. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Ooh, they are harsh. All right.